Once again, we back, y'all. Smash that like. Come in, come in, come in. Let me mute this shit. Once again, we back, y'all. Make sure y'all take the poll as you're coming in. Is democratic socialism the new face of American politics? Mm-hmm. Are we going to be known as some goddamn democratic socialists now? Is America going to be known as some democratic socialists now? Smash that like. Is America going to be known as some fucking democratic socialists now? Is that the new face of American politics, y'all? Smash that like. Come in, come in, come in. Smash that like as you come in, man. Let's go. Laugh out loud. What's goody with you? You know, earlier they knocked us out the box. But is that the face, of America right there? You know what I'm saying? Is that the face of America right there? Those guys right there. Smash that like and share me out, man. We was live earlier. We was having a conversation on whether these people was the face of America now. Know what I'm saying? What's your opinion on it? Did the Democratic Socialists take over American politics, fam? Is that what happened real quick? Because they've been making noise all over, the country. New York with mamdani. DC. You know what I mean? You say yes? Wow. Why you think so, Save America? Why do you think it's for the good? Do you think it's for the good? Oh, it was bound to happen. I say it was bound to happen, man. Democratic socialism has its birth out of on the American side through nationalism and supremacy too. You say it's the worst ever. Wow. They're even worse than the Democrats and the Republicans. Smash that. Like, are there any Republican socialists? I guess that's MAGA. Are there any Republican socialists? Smash that like, y'all. Did the Democrat socialists take over American politics? 6 of y'all in here, man. What y'all think? Save America says it's the worst ever. MAGA socialists, because they believe in earning your keep, and if you don't earn it, you do without it. So, but socialism also says take the money from the wealthy, which can trickle over into bleed into the well off people who maybe got their money from um inheritance or stocks and bonds or good sound investments, and they're not necessarily rich because everybody say take from the rich and give to the poor. Nah, sometimes in this climate, the rich and the poor is hard to goddamn delineate. I mean, what's up? What's up with you, my friend? Oh yeah. So what's been up with it? What's the results of the stop eating the carbs? I mean, you lost. So what? So can you tell me the carbs that you stopped eating, my friend? That you lost to 14, and that you sure you lost weight that fast? And do you have a fast metabolism or something? Yeah, it'll never, no matter what it is. So Democratic Socialism, it'll never make it to the people. Jet fuel can't melt steel beams. Can you expound on that, family? Shout out everybody coming through. Azorka. You bet the middle of the road Democrats need to move over and make way for the progress. Y'all keep saying progressive. Progressive is so something. These dudes are democratic socialists. These ain't no progressive Democrats. These are democratic socialists. And similarly from these are the kids that read the little red book and told their kids about it. It just spread. All of these people are products of that Mao Zedong red book shit, fam. All the shit they talk about the Black Panthers, these motherfuckers want to institute it. Ain't that crazy? All the shit that the white people talk bad about the Black Panthers, all this stuff funded by who? The rich people. Shit, if they get in power, they're gonna make sure don't no rich people exist. So then how they gonna fund it when all the money gone? If they eradicate the rich? Y'all not listening. All carbs. Like what? Name some things that in your diet personally. You know, all carbs, but what was in your diet that you consider a carb? Like, were you eating too much of this? You know what I mean? Smash that like. Make way. If Democrats had supported Sanders instead of Biden, we would have the orange blob. Shit, we'll have a fucking Democratic socialist as a president. If they would have supported fucking Bernie. These some of these people that are hiding with these Democratic socialists got some weird shit going on, and you know they already have infiltrated small towns and cities and shit. There's a lot of Democratic mayors and city councilmen, all kind of shit. They already, I mean, because it's a matter of most of these people are well off and can set back, and it's like a hobby to them to be a democratic socialist. It's nothing too serious. They always wanted to be, you know what I mean, in the politics, and they don't sit around these coffee tables and then eat at these study groups and in these coffee houses and shit and talk that shit. And now they're really getting the chance to fuck it up. Some of them are talking about defunding the police for what? And y'all motherfuckers is the most narcissistic, accumulating of useless shit. If y'all ain't had the police, the people that be running up in your house right now. Godfather, what's up, fam? You see how they did me dirty the last time? Fine socialist, and I used to let the Republican friends call me a liberal. You see what I'm saying? Just calling you a liberal and a socialist and all that. Y'all just throwing that shit around. Y'all won't really no fucking Republicans, liberals, or nothing. Y'all was got there going shade tree politicians, man. Shade tree. Okay, bread, sweets, potatoes, rice. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, that robust shit. I got you. I got you. So what did you replace it with? What have your diet been consistent of while you were staying away from breads, sweets, rice, and pasta for the how many days was it, family? Because I'm trying to get your method down packs because I might duplicate it. I ain't got a problem with it, but I got a problem when y'all say y'all gonna fund it with money that y'all gonna snatch out the air. Anybody that says they're not capitalists in a capitalist world, you got to be wary of them because everybody ain't thinking like that in that group. You know what I mean? And you gotta, you know what I mean? I'm not a TD Jakes fan. TD Jakes is a fucking capitalist. Ain't nothing Christian about him. His whole thing is to get some money up out you, fam. If it can't get you this way, he'll get you that way. No, I'm definitely not a TD Jakes fan. Do I hate on TD Jakes? No. I don't knock a nigga hustle. You feel me? I'm focused on Democrats today, Obadiah. And you got a name that a slave master gave you, Obadiah, out of their Bible. Obadiah. You know what I mean? And I'm speaking in the language that I was, you know what I mean, given. This ain't even the language that they gave me. They gave me English, the King's English at the time. King Georgia, one of the motherfuckers. I'm speaking the patois of it. No less, if I go to England and talk there, they no less couldn't figure out whether I was an American or a Jamaican. You got to, you know what I mean? You can shit you, dummy. Man, stop sucking my dick, Obadiah. Go suck somebody else's dick, fam. And matter of fact, you're fired. You can't even stay on course and holler. You know what I mean, what we talking about? Why are you here? Holla, family. I ain't gotta listen to you, fuck nigga. Go fuck off, wanker. Okay, salmon, eggs, grilled chicken. Okay, okay. I got you. You double tap. Tap, 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 tap to give me a light. Get them lights up. Democratic socialism is the face of corporate America. I know because it'd be a bunch of rich motherfuckers that ain't got nothing else to do but play phony communists. They're like the rich white kids are playing phony Antifa. These motherfuckers are playing phony communists, and I think it's all being funded by the LGBTQ. Y'all, every city I talk about, y'all seem to only just stick with Democrats, Republicans. Like I told you, Donald Trump ain't Democrat, Republican, or even MAGA. Right now, he's military. He's the fucking commander in chief. Everything he's doing is based off of military moves. He ain't asking the Republicans and Democrats shit because it's not political right now. Smash that light. And these people right here managed to eke an existence out, springboarding, hiding amongst the Democrats. And now they ready full blast. And you know what got there gone? Tupac and them told you they got this from the art of war. Don't ever go to war if your money ain't right. Shit, they got their money up. They got war chests. The LGBTQ is amongst every organization on the planet. They're the most global organization. No, LGBTQ people are using these people because not all of these people are LGBTQ. Some of them are crackpots that got all kind of quirky ass ideas for the system, and some are serious politicians, economists, and people that went to school for the shit. It's a crazy ass mixture. You know what I'm saying? They managed to motherfucker hide in the Democratic Party. They're not the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party is looking crazy. Like, who the fuck are you? They don't even know who these people are. They're like, who the fuck are you? What happened? You know what I'm saying? We let y'all get gender bending and now y'all flipped us. See, that's what happens. Like when you buy a mercenary, if that mercenary actually figures out that he's stronger than you, he gonna take your ass over. They brought these people in as mercenaries. This wasn't a democratic agenda. In the beginning, democratic agenda was what? Y'all say the KKK, supremacy and suppression. So they got to talking with these people probably at a cookout. And now they don't flip these motherfuckers. The Democratic Party ain't shit no way because they've been exuding, weakness. But the only people that seem to be showing that they got some kind of oomph about them is these people that are associated with the Democratic Socialists. They the only people that seem like they barking on Trump. Mamdani is the only one. Think about it. Name somebody else that's barking on Trump besides Mamdani. And the way he's doing it is he's passing these laws and doing all this shit, getting this shit done under the banner of Democratic Socialists. And then they went, but y'all ain't people. They waving a red banner like Trump. You know what I'm saying? LGB people ain't got to say shit. They run shit. They the think tank behind everything. They're the war chest behind everything. No kings. Who's paying for that parking and those signs and shit that's made? The LGBTQ, not the LGBT, the rainbow people. That's where they got their birth at. But they managed to mix the motherfucking technology people, the LGBT, the Republicans and the Democrats are the LGBTQ. That's everybody mixed. Y'all can't even understand it. The LGBTQ is a mixture of every organization on the planet because somebody is either LGBTQ plus in every one of those groups, even if it's just one. You know what I'm saying? That's my shit went down, Nicole Budget. They cut my shit off. The last joint I did, this is a different one. I rebooted. I rebooted. You know what I'm saying? They cut me off as soon as I started talking this shit about the LGBTQ being behind all of this stuff. Not the LGB. I'm fucking with them. My peoples are LGB. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But the LGBTQ is a corporation. And their members are in every group on the planet. You can't tell me shit. There's a lesbian, gay, bi, queer, transgender, or somebody that's associated, affiliated, and have sympathized for one of those people in every organization. They're the biggest mob. And these are the fucking watchdogs, the shall we say, the stormtroopers for the LGBTQ. They don't hire their own stormtroopers. I'm telling you, it's all to fix the affair. The way we let MAGA sleep in there, now MAGA is in our minds. When we think of MAGA, we think some wild out redneck ass white boys or some super racist motherfuckers somewhere. But now when we think of Democrats, it's gonna be this shit. Democratic socialism. And in 12 years, one of these motherfuckers is gonna be the president. It might not be Mamdani because of his nationalism. You know what I mean, but it's gonna be one of these motherfuckers. Lefty, what's up with you? I'm back, man. I'm back popping. You see, earlier when I had got real deep on them motherfuckers got me gone. They say, what the fuck? I'm saying it happens every time. I'm the only channel that I see that shit happen to. Motherfuckers be zapping out. And I'm on a strong internet. Motherfuckers be zapping out. That's crazy. Nah, I don't want to be president. I mean, that's a white man job. Hunt for a good quality of life and get the fuck out his way. That's what I'm with. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the president. Black Lives Matter ain't the new face of it. These people are the new face of Black Lives Matter. These are the same people that supported Black Lives Matter. Black people didn't. Black people was the face of it as the promotional tool. Black people. It was like no less than they was holding up Michael Jackson doll babies and they was promoting Michael Jackson new movie. That's what it was. We weren't participating in it. We were the product that was being promoted. Black Lives Matter. You understand what I'm saying? No less. We was a bunch of living memes. Go to the ghetto. Black Lives Matter. I mean, you don't have to tell me I matter. Just as sure as I wake up, I know my worth. But look at these people up here. Look at that. It's an eclectic, different view on these people right here. These Democratic socialists. But like I said, I think the LGBTQ community got some with it. I mean, what you mean I'm nice? Define that shit. You're nice, I mean, glory to the Soviet states of America. Hey, poor gamer. You joking, but for real, you joking. Black Lives Matter. Shit, that's that corporation. That corporation still popping. That don't have nothing to do with black people. And white people should be mad because y'all white guilt had y'all donating to that shit. I can't believe I called that guy a nigger. I'm gonna give him $100 of Black Lives Matters. And guess what? It was the LGBTQ throwing another couple of hundred in their war chest every time you donated with that white guilt shit. Black people don't know donate to a motherfucking thing. What black person you know donate to what the football pool at work? You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Yeah, I believe is a front, is another one of the LGBTQ community ways of combating the people that's against them, like Donald Trump and them. This democratic socialist stuff, because out of nowhere now they got a foothold on politics. Even if somebody's mentioning their name with the upper echelon of the politicians, they is their problem. If they mention your name with the best, that means one day you might become one of the best. I mean, or they mention your name with the interesting, and maybe they what's up. Maybe one day you might become that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Look at this shit, man. It's red just like Donald Trump and them. What's up with you, Shanae Jones? Smash that like, man. This shit is crazy. Cause I heard some of the things that some of these people are standing on, like the transvestite stuff and all that. That ain't fucking democratic socialism. That's weirdism, man. Y'all sleeping in. The same way they snuck in on the Democrats, the weirdos is riding on their ticket too. Know what I'm saying? Free Chug the Builder. That's what it is. What about Austin Metcalf? Why not rest in peace, Austin Metcalf? Free Chug the Builder for what? His ass gonna be sore. Y'all say the young boy gonna get raped. Carmelo Chud the Builder, he gonna get snatched. Cause you know what I mean? Boy, smash that like free his butthole. The girl already said he like to get pegged and he admitted it. So shit, he already got prior experience. Who gonna get the job faster? Y'all say Carmelo Anthony, who's known for killing folk, so you better not touch him. Or Chud the Builder, who's already got prior experience at being pegged. Now he gonna get the real thing. Know what I mean? Move over, bacon. Now there's something meatier. Sizzling. So Chud the I know Hitler. Hitler was the Austrian painter. So was Trotsky. Know what I mean? So was Trotsky, a Jewish Russian who fled to Mexico and spread that fucking uh, democratic socialism. So was Trotsky. Stalin wasn't. He was a staunch communist. Trotsky was a democratic socialist. So maybe if he would have gotten in power instead of Stalin, the USSR would have came out better. It would sort of been like the United States, which that's all they turned the United States into. Either they militarize people now, or they're these democratic socialists, and all these other weird little subgroups. Ain't no more Democratic Republican don't got no more power. They just showed you that. Donald Trump just came and tangly twisty on their ass. What I can't get y'all to go for, I'm gonna do it with an executive order. I'm gonna do so many of them. By the time y'all get to the ones that I really want, y'all gonna forget about it, and I'm gonna get it through. But also, I'm not gonna be the president. Fuck MAGA. I'm gonna be the fucking commander in chief, and I'm gonna go over here with the motherfucking military, goddamn industrial complex, and we gonna get money. And they gonna let me sell my drones, and my kids invest in a bunch of shit, and I'm gonna make everything with my name on it. You know what I'm saying? because they ain't worried about branding. That's y'all selfish Republicans and Democrats, politicians and Americans that's worried about my name is my name. They're gonna let me do my thing. All they want to do is some military shit. They're gonna let me put my name on everything and just talk shit to everybody because I know the military got my back. I'm the commander in chief. Y'all don't seem to see that. He's not the president right now. The president somewhere, God, they're gonna sleep. He is the commander in chief clone this time. This and these people right here with the same red banners that Trump has. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Look at that shit. Love, Trump, hate. That's subliminal. Like on what's that movie? What's that movie that I always talk about? They don't erase my mind earlier. That movie, we're Roddy Piper. Look at that sign right there. Look at that shit right there. Look at that shit. Love, hate, Trump. Love, Trump, hate. And then, is how I got it. Hate, Trump, love. Right. Must got love, huh? Yeah, they live. I made a video on that shit. You know what I mean? A Wild Weather Versace's. They live, man. No, not 1984. That's a book that they made a movie. Yeah, Dick Gregory. Look, Dick Gregory, man. Remember they stole his shit, his diet shit, and it was on House Party. Remember the fat niggas anymore? That Dick Gregory. Go back and look at House Party, or even Google "fat uncle on House Party." Ask for some Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory invented this Bohemian diet plan shit that was working. White folks was digging it. It was all in the hood, and he had it for a cheap price. They snatched it up, and then Weight Watchers come with it. Not only did they have the Dick Gregory shit that switched the name, they came with some old chocolate shit too. Some shit. That was the basis of their motherfucking product off of that Dick Gregory Bohemian diet plan shit. Man, seemingly everybody attracts them because I heard some of the shit that these Democratic socialists are standing on, and it's pure goddamn bullshit. Bullshit. Y'all bet not stop the fucking police from getting money. Who could protect all this bullshit as Americans we accumulate if ain't no police? Every man for himself. Are they gonna issue out guns when they stop the police? Are they gonna give all the citizens a way to defend themselves or handicap us? See what I'm saying? Some of this stuff it seems good. Who gonna pay for it if they strangle all the rich and pinch their pockets when the wolves got there gonna ain't no more deer and raccoon to eat? Wolves eat wolves. These motherfuckers ain't no but some goddamn wolves in sheep clothing. They got their own agendas. Like I said, wolves in sheep clothing. Who the fuck? Come on, man. This ain't America. Where's the fucking blue at? All I see is some red and a white. Where's the blue? That should tell you something. Ain't nothing unity about this. This some mother shit, family. Why shouldn't billionaires exist? Because you ain't a billionaire. I bet you if you was a billionaire, you wouldn't say that. And you know what's so crazy? Anytime somebody can come in here and take that word billionaire and put niggas, spics, Jews, white people shouldn't exist. Who are you to say somebody shouldn't exist? For everybody that says somebody shouldn't exist, is two more people born that should exist, family. What type of shit is that? Or who shouldn't exist? If you was a billionaire, you wouldn't feel like that. You probably eating kangaroo. Ain't no give you some. They probably giving you too much of it. You know they're using kangaroo tail now for oxtail, especially if you like oxtail. You eating a goddamn kangaroo. Remember, all you paying for is the name, the title of this kangaroo meat. You know what I mean? It's a question of what's kangaroo meat and not these days. You better bet it. I'll bite your motherfucking head off, pussy. You better bet it. Poor white chuds with six teeth advocating for billionaires with six yachts. Chuds, cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. Remember that movie? Kumbaya my ass. Let's get it popping. You know that kumbaya is some old gospel shit, white people shit. Kumbaya, my lord. Why wouldn't it be kumbaya by Oshan? Kumbaya Ra, my lord. Y'all know it depends on what part of the Atlantic you on, that Lord shit in the Bible. If you in fucking Europe, it's gonna say Lord. If you in fucking United States, it's gonna say Lord and Master. If you in South America, that shit gonna straight say Master in the Bible. Come on, man, smash that light. Yo, goddamn kimchi breath, you stale. You talking about Kamoja breath? Yo, kimchi breath. You got that goddamn bird cabbage breath. Is that cabbage or radish on your breath? My God, man. Smash that like, y'all. Check me out. Yeah, Chug the Builder was. He was trying to bring that white supremacy shit to the forefront and fucked around and went to jail. He probably got some CIA ties because ain't no white man that bold without somebody backing him. I bet you he wasn't the only one involved. Know what I mean? And then he came and he made a lot of these supremacist words trendy, like chimping out and all this bullshit. It was a whole goddamn culture that has been started behind him and his memes and stuff. That should tell you something. Shit. Have I ever heard of RCA? The record company? Or whatever you about to say that's crazy. You talking about the record company RCA? Well, he was there to start it off, man. And plus he was needed. Because the country white redneck did not have a voice before Chud the Builder. Y'all was seemingly lost. It was needed to say, we still here and we talking shit. You know what I'm saying? It's money in that. Anything can be monetized, and that was a niche that wasn't provided. Y'all had he's the redneck version of Charleston White in his own fashion. You know what I'm saying? Chud the Builder was the redneck version of Charleston White. Because you notice he wasn't even a goddamn gone accepted his own people. He didn't have a staunch following of people in the open. It was he gave y'all a chance to do this shit behind, I mean, the keyboard, and he gave y'all catchy words to say because y'all wasn't keeping up. He gave y'all chimping, and what was the other shit he used to say? Yeah, I came back with it, DB. They was fucking up, man. They and now that we politicking, they probably got there going. I mean, look at Abdullah. Wow, man. Abdullah, cut the bullshit. Only thing can hurt you is the truth, man. Revolution Socialists of America. What the fuck is the Revolution Socialists of America? What are we speaking out against, Fish? What am I agreeing that you glad to see me do so I can see if we on the same page? I saw there when Chud was created, it was slur for white people made by Democratic Socialists in 2018 after they reclaimed the word. No, the word Chud came from a cult classic movie that used to be in Blockbuster. See, a lot of these words and stuff y'all don't really know because y'all kids born with the internet on y'all hip. Y'all already trend. You know what I mean, Chud was from a VHS movie called Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dweller. It was a shit monster. It was the shitty Jason, the shitty fucking Freddy Krueger. You know what I mean? It was the guy that gone Boggy Creek monster, literally. The funk monster, the shit. It was Chud. That's what that shit means. Don't nobody remember the movie Chud. You said it was a good movie, Steve. You remember that shit, right? Yeah, white supremacy is white nationalism now. They say that shit don't exist. It's white nationalism. It's just pride. Yeah, that chud shit, man. What's up with you, Subaru? A cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller. It's not like your first wife, Lord. You, Steve, y'all problems with the white women must be them Karens, man. Was they Karens? Look at CT. Is y'all married to some Karens, man? But no, he like that Chud shit because remember, right before he got locked up, it was exposed that he got fucked by that girl. She was pegging his ass. Remember? Why do y'all forget that? And then he goes to jail now. Oh, you already been fucked in your ass. That seal already been broken. Give me a goddamn sip of that shine. But see, Carmelo, he went to jail for poking the motherfucker for touching him. He gonna be good. Yeah, you know he'll kill for fucking with him. Now, Chud, they say he got pegging in his background. They already done got they gonna twist the cap on that motherfucker. So shit, it's a bunch of thirsty camels in that jailhouse. And y'all notice that the white supremacists won't behind him. They won't even with his foolery because most of them ain't white supremacists. They heroin addicts, and that's just the cover story. So and they could put all them tattoos on themselves that had the traps from the heroin and all that black tar that they shooting. You know what I'm saying? And the crystal that they got damn smoking. You know what I mean? Right, but it's still like Young Thug don't got nothing to do with thug life, but you'll still make it relevant. It's in the mental thinking, in the wording and everything. Chud in its basis. You got to be able to think beyond it because that's all it's telling you. It's some shit. You feel me? And what's your question that you worrying me so much to answer real? So I ain't got to scroll back up. Answer me the question again. And if it's, you know what I mean, word for answer, I'll give you one. Smash that like. The Aryan Brotherhood and the white folks weren't even with him. Is the ones that needed him, the ones that feel disenfranchised. Probably the angry white boy because his girl got a fat ass now after COVID, and all the black people are chasing him. You know what I mean? The angry white boy that now he not so lit. That truck his granddaddy gave him, it still had a banknote, and his granddaddy died without finishing it off. Ain't even give him the deed. He was just driving it. This is my granddaddy land. They don't come and took the land and the truck. Those disgruntled white kids, man. Either they go with Antifa or they go with Chug the Builder and the likes of the supremacist people. And it is what it is, just like with black folks. Either we become Muslim in some form or fashion, whether it's the unorthodox like Nation of Islam at 5%, or is it super orthodox with the Sunni and the Shia shit? Because we lost and disfranchised. You know what I'm saying? Smash that light. What's going on, April Showers? I'm chilling. April, you think that these democratic socialists is the new face of American politics? I see the fruit of them white supremacist fucks come in my neighborhood and do business with vice lords and gangsters. And not all of them, but some of them will shit set aside. Yeah, that's what it's about in America. Money. I'm not going against you because you white. If you're gonna put some money in my pocket, I gives a fuck. And while we at it, yo, everybody that's, you know what I mean, trying to contribute to the stream, we got a motherfucking BMC e-bike foundation popping off. Get over there and give me one of these American dollars so I can get this e-bike popping. Y'all come through and do y'all 1-2s, do y'all due diligence, my G. Let's get us out there so we can get around here. I mean, support it. You know what I'm saying? It's Nightbot working. Yeah, Nightbot dropping the link. Scroll it up or down or whatever you got to do, man. Get over there and donate that $1, man. If you fuck with the BMC and how we gets down, you know what I mean? You better believe I'm begging. Closed mouth don't get fed. Fuck nigga. You talking about I'm begging. You better believe it. Let me cook, bro. But you can't cook in here. If you ain't with that shit, you ain't with it. You sound like you hating. So guess what? You're fired. You better believe it. Closed mouth don't get fed, homie. Smash that light. You better believe who wants to pay for shit. And white people take everything for free. We want everything and y'all take everything for free. God damn it, the awesome twosome. Black people want everything for free. White people take everything for free and got everything for free. And now they crying because you don't know how to get nothing, you know what I mean, on your own. Y'all got everything for free and y'all take everything for free. Now y'all crying because y'all don't know how to get it. And now they got y'all having to get it now. You got to get it now, motherfucker. You a motherfucking lie. That's why MAGA exists. Poor ass white people that the Democrats won't feed it. And they listen to Donald Trump, dumbass. He not feeding them. He feeding more people in Iran than he feeding in America, motherfucker. He feeding more people in Ukraine than he feeding in America, dude. What are you talking about? And y'all done let these creepos sleep in. The LGBTQ foot soldiers. You know, Hitler had the brown shirts and the black shirts. Know what I mean? The SS and the know what I mean? These motherfuckers right here though, talking about defunding the police and opening up the borders. Nah, dog. And then going up in people's pockets. So you know that means you'll never want to be rich because you'll be public enemy number one to these people. They get in power. Why would now I know all y'all fucking capitalistic motherfuckers out there. We are a country of consumers. They have no place in America because they are saying they want to fucking tax the rich. So why would I make all this money for myself and get rich if these motherfuckers gonna take it? They trying to keep you on their level. It's a bunch of motherfuckers that ain't had shit, ain't gonna get shit, and ain't gonna do shit unless they do it by digging in your pocket. Because when they ain't got the rich, they gonna have the guy. They gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not motherfucking shit. Who said I was rich? Dumbass. And you're not either, Austin Blunt. You definitely not. Austin. You're definitely not rich. I mean, and the hit dog gonna holler. You know what I mean? That shit crazy. Look at that. Look at him. You couldn't even write that shit out. You wrote nigger like that. You couldn't even salute for that, little one. Okay, that's what it is, budgets. Salute for that, budgets. Make it count, baby. Greatly appreciated. Shout out, goddamn go NBZ for that one. Budget, as goddamn on forensics caller. Shout out Nicole's budget. Salute for that super support. All it is a dollar. How is that gonna look at this guy? You wrote nigger like that. Wow, you wasn't even man enough to just write it. Know what I'm saying? You wasn't even man enough to just write it. Because once you show me who you are, I believe you and I'll handle your bitch ass accordingly. Shout out my boy the realist, as he always say. Y'all dudes is, know what I mean? Fried him. Manny, shoot that piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? New generation of white racist kids are. I don't see that many white kids. That's why I say it's dangerous, because the ones that are racist, they are supremacists and militant with their shit. But I don't see that many white kids doing it. So it's a niche industry. So we got to look out for the motherfuckers, the craziest ones. Why am I the problem? Austin, you're the problem. I'm not the problem. I'm fixing whatever you got them to your boredom, your loneliness, because you're here every day. This your like fifth time in here. You know what I mean? If you didn't motherfucking give a fuck about what I said, you wouldn't be texting. You sitting here eating that shit up. Austin. Sure, the most racist people you seen are the blacks, because you're white. And the most racist people I seen were white. Because of course, white and white racism don't exist. You know what I mean? White on white violence does, but white on white racism doesn't exist unless you see a white woman with a black man and you'll probably say something to her or give her an evil look. But I'm talking about on a large scale, like something that's prevalent, but black on white racism, white on black racism exists. You know what I mean? You are white in your thinking, motherfucker. Just because you say you ain't white, but you white in your thinking. You know what I mean? You're white in your thinking, dude. You better bet it. Who wants to be anything? You're right. We don't want to be stereotyped, but we stereotype. Just the same as with white people. You don't want to be called racist, but you're racist. Black people don't want to be called racist, but we're racist. I give a fuck. You're trying to make an excuse for everything. Make an excuse for why you just, know what I mean, low life loser. Wow, Joan. Y'all know, man, that nobody will ever say nothing bad about you that's doing better than you, because they too busy doing better than you. It's always some nothing ass motherfucker with some stupid to say. Let's get back to the topic, man. The Democratic Socialists take over America. You know what I mean? Yo, stop zapping these hoes, man. And they ain't talking about what we talking about, fam, because it's fucking up America when we allow these people to, like, you know what I mean? And then you better bet they won't, Jerry. And your mama wouldn't let my dick go when I put it in her mouth, but I mean, holla, man, I'm gone. You fired. Come back with y'all old shits, man. Start zapping them. Guru. Start clapping them, man. What Kamalama at, man? Guru. Start clapping them. Know what I'm saying? Smash that light. Yeah, but a lot of these companies are closing up. Fucking Outback, all kind of shit, and what it's gonna make a vacuum in on all aspects of employment, and people gonna be fighting for jobs. And then, because summertime here, all those summer jobs for kids and shit, it's gonna be everybody gonna be fighting for the same replenishment jobs at Amazon and Walmart, Target, all the replenishment centers. People are gonna be fighting for these jobs, man. Smash that like, man. Oh shit, you a last of a dying breed. You know that, right? I just got you in here because I'm trying to see, I mean, really where you coming from. Because you've been in here for a few days and it's something that's irking you. You hating on an intelligent black man. It's something. A hit dog gonna holler. But you know what? I'll whoop your ass because a whoop dog ain't gonna bark, ho. Get your mind right. Jerry, that don't fly like that. Racism will continue as long as there are racist comments, actions for any right. The DSA is a result of the American trying everything else and realizing it didn't work. People are looking for different. Why did an Australian come in here and explain that shit? What's up with you, Chris? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna pin that. My resident Australian came in and explained it exactly. It's just something new. That's what we do. We follow trends. And Chris, they always been wanting to do this shit since high school. Even the Democrats and Republicans, all of them been wanting to be some kind of like radical motherfucking mouthpiece. But I think that the LGBTQ plus have something to do with this shit, man. I think it has something to do with this shit, man. The LGBTQ plus people, man. They don't flip the Democrats. They don't flip them. They don't fed them, got them full, and don't flip their ass. Guess what? We in power now. That shit crazy. RJ Bunker told y'all. Them commie pinkos are coming. Pinko commie. How about you? Archie used to say it. He told y'all that shit. Yep, it's a multiracial industry. It's a multi-gender joint too, because it's the LGBTQ. All of those people that you name, House, but it's also the LGBTQ. They got a whole war chest behind them. Don't go to war if your money ain't right. Assuming they ready. So we done funded all this shit. Especially white folks probably mad because they done funded all of it. To quote Churchill, the Americans can be trusted to do the right thing after they try everything else right. And this is the next plateau, 1984 in reality. Remember the book 1984? This is it right here. Obey. These motherfuckers right here. Look, they got more red than Donald Trump than MAGA. You can't tell them from MAGA from farther away, both on red and white. Where the blue at, dude? That's the separation of America is red, white, and blue. Look at this shit. White people would differentiate white and Jew founders and disagree with that detail. Shit. No, they won't. Because the Jew founders of America weren't white. They were black. They were Jacobites in Virginia. The same people that started the College of William and Mary were Jacobites. And some of them was even on the French side with the Acadians that went to Montreal. And then the Cajuns that went to fucking down south. And a lot of them married these people that we call red bones in Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, and integrated into you know what I mean? Those black Jews, the Moriscos that was escaping the Reconquista. You know what I mean? The Moriscos that was escaping the Reconquista brought those fucking Spanish white folks over here. You know what I'm saying? Smash that light. Who fighting, G? Bronner and them. Who fighting? AB and goddamn Dean. You better bet it with some Jewish founding fathers, the ones that paid for the Dutch West Indies and the Dutch East Indies and for the expeditions in Jamaica and all that shit. They were the founding fathers. The founding fathers want nothing but some motherfucking the faces of white supremacy. The real founding fathers is the niggas with the money. That's why Puff Daddy is the producer, although he doesn't make music per se. He doesn't make beats and shit. He's always the head producer. Whoever got the money, family, is getting it. That's why Clyde Davis, the devil that he is, was allowed to die in his sleep after he done fucked over so many people and they died trying to, know what I mean? That shit crazy. I know because ain't no social classes in Europe no more. That shit been gone. All of them trying to got there going to struggle to stay above water in identity. Europe having an identity crisis. Go read your Hegel. Well, he says how the white race are scared in Europe that they're gonna get erased. CT, give me some information on it with your white supremacist ass. CT. What you know about that Hegel shit? What is that shit called when they are worrying about their race getting extinct in Europe? Europe is nothing but some Germans and their kids, man. Europe is Germans and their kids because German is the heritage of everybody else by way of Spanish black princesses that were held in Germany as a good sign of good faith. And them fucking Germans got horny looking at them fine ass, know what I mean, Moorish princesses and started marrying them. Fuck holding them hostages. I want some of that pussy. And that's what get motherfuckers money and pussy is everybody's downfall, and you know it. Smash that like, keep it real, man. And these motherfuckers, I don't want to see them. CT, he in here. My homeboy, man, he in here from Colorado. He just Cyprius Targillium. Cyprius Targillium. Yo, there we go. Little young blood from Colorado. He be wildly. But he intelligent though. Don't let the smooth tape fool you. He intelligent. CT, shout out CT, always coming through. Red, no other country has a significant African population larger than America. We don't what how many Africans over here? I don't know. I know we got a significant black population. And number one, you know there is more African people in America, but not in North America. It's Brazil, dude. They have a high population of African descended people. Brazil, dog. America ain't got a bunch of Africans. They got black Americans. I don't know why y'all keep trying to link us to Africa. That's one thing. The next person who comes out and says these promoting for them to erase our motherfucking cut our ties with Africa. That's what they need to do. Cut Black Americans' ties with Africa, man. That's Brazil, dude. Not North America. That's a misconception. We're not African. So stop it. Yeah, they beautiful. The Ethiopian women, the Somalian women. I mean, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Them Zulu women that be doing dancing with their shirts off and shit. Them some bad motherfuckers. They thick ass. They got them legs, but they're not American women. I love my American women. Mwah. You know what I mean? All my East Coast, my West Coast, my down South, my up North, my Midwest women. I mean, my dirty South, my shorties with the Daisy Dukes on. My American women, dog. Black musicians and singers discovered U.S. racism when they came. No, they didn't. The UK people looked at them as an oddity. Like these are these minstrels, and they wanted to be them. I mean, like the Rolling Stones. They idols was like Howlin' Wolf. Know what I'm saying? Little Walter, James Brown, the ones that do the neck and shoulder dance. Oh, okay. The Ethiopian, they be like, Chuck, you crazy as a motherfucker. You know, that's the men that do that shit though. The ones that do the neck and shoulder dance like that, they Siamese. They out of Southeast Asia with some black people too. The Khmer Rouge, the Khmer people, they was black too. They come from the Nagas. They some Nagas, snake people. That was their culture. There's a lot of them disillusioned, fam. They had fucking human zoos. And ask that girl with the big butt from Africa. What would they call her? The Hottentot woman? They was selling her. They was showing her off in France like an oddity. Oh, okay. Because you know the people, the men also have it. They been doing that shit like that. That's a joint from you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they did have a human zoo. The Elephant Man, they even put the Elephant Man in that shit. Barnum and Bailey was a human zoo. All those people was, you know what I mean? The Wolf Man and the Wolf Twins and all that shit. Okay, salute, Chuck. School me. School me, boy. Don't let me find out you from East Africa. You little curly head mother. Boy. But you know what I'm talking about with the knife and shit? They be doing that dumb that shit crazy. Even Hitler mocked France and said that human zoos in France would eventually flip and would be French in the zoo, and the Africans laughing at them instead. Right, but guess what? The Africans laughing at them now because they getting a somewhat chance to start their own kind of economy. With the old colonizers are out, but the new colonizers they might let them break bread. China, Russia, and America is the new colonizers of Africa. Okay, and India. India, they don't manage to become one of the faces of the global politics right now. India, they just landed on the goddamn south side of the moon. You know when they start letting them get a piece of the moon, they down with the motherfucking program. And at first, they was treated as second class citizens by the UK. That was the jewel of their crown. They raped India. They calling that shit, and that shit is really Hindustan. Everybody at basic training got, oh shit. The US don't care about civilization. Civilization is over. They care about motherfucking technology, superiority, and capitalism. So far, I think it's killed one that didn't have a vaccine. Wow. Hey, that's the Air Force that's going through that. What's going on, Sassy Mo? Back in effect. Okay, okay. Wow. The US and France suck. The UK and France suck. They're the ones that gave the name the Middle East and did all that fucking goddamn twisted, tangly shit. They sold Israel to some people and they didn't even own it. Because way before the The Israelis were there. The only people there was of European descent was the German Palestinians. I mean, that's why I gotta tell y'all the Israelis ain't just Jews. It's a loose conglomerate of people that they did not want in um, Europe. A lot of military families are upset because they really don't know anything about their family members in the military. Wow. What's the Balfour Agreement, Devious? And y'all see that they got the in court the birthright citizenship and a few other little jumps, man. Is they in court right now as we speak. The Macedonians who fucked all across the world as Alexander conquered. They fucked each other. Remember that. The Macedonians got the Hippolytes and all that in their background, like the 300s. They would take the little boys and use them as blankets at night. And when the little boys grew up, they did the same thing else with their other up and coming soldiers. Not only did they have their shield, they had their motherfucking their little boy. You know what I mean? So nah, they didn't fuck shit. That's why they was mad with Alexander the Great, because he gave the booty up to what was it? What's the dude? The name start with a D. That was the in Persia at the time. That was the king. I can't think of his name, but Alexander the Great beat him fighting. They conquered him, but that night he fucked Alexander the Great, and his soldiers was looking like, "Damn, you should have fucked him." You know what I'm saying? Go do your history, talking about some damn Alexander the Great. Yeah, he fucked up. He was scared of India. They couldn't. But it wasn't even in India. They were in fucking the Indus, the Aryan Indus Valley, which was India and goddamn Iran and all that shit, right over there by the Caucasus Mountains. Darius, exactly. Thank you there, David. Darius the third. He got flipped. He flipped. Okay, you beat my kingdom, but I'm gonna beat your ass. You see what I'm saying? Y'all gotta stop coming in here with these fake ass goddamn heroes that they give you. Then they said we don't know where Alexander the Great was buried. Why not? And y'all attribute to him that why Cleopatra was kind of Greekish, whitish, because when he died, Ptolemy took Egypt for his stuff, and his people, I mean, was over there. But y'all don't realize that back then the world was darker than it is now, and the Greeks possibly might have been offshots or mulatto ass Africans. You know what I mean? It was an African and Asian world. Europe had not even had a speckling of dominance or even education. They just got fired when these guys was over there in the Bronze Age. You know what I mean? Europe had just got a hold of fire. Like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Smash that like, y'all. Share me out. For example, the French expedition of Egypt brought political and cultural progress to Egypt. No, and no, because you know what? France went over there late and they went in search of gold and riches. That's why they went over there and to further indoctrinate. Remember, Napoleon was a Mason. He went to blow the nose off the Sphinx because they couldn't stand to see a black man face that's coming out of antiquity. It's sort of like the Richard Pryor little skit when he was with them white folks and they was chiseling through the pyramid to see what was behind it, waiting on some gold. Their mouth white as a bitch like a mural. Know what I mean? And when they got back there, they saw that it was black antiquities. It was black people. They said, "Herbert, put it back." Y'all ain't never seen that Richard Pryor shit. Come on, man. That's what happened with that. They didn't go there to reform shit. The people there right now ain't fucking French people. They speak French because you know what I mean. They was indoctrinated in it, but they Turkish. Them motherfuckers ain't even no Egyptians. They Turkish motherfuckers. They're not Egyptians. They're Turkish. Matter of fact, they are Egyptians because the people that built what we call Egyptian history and all that, they didn't even call themselves Egyptians. They was like Tamray and you know what I mean, they didn't even call themselves that shit. That's some Greek shit, some Latin. Matter of fact, smash that like y'all out of Africa. I would say it's probably a myth, but okay, okay, it's known that Napoleon blew the nose off. But explain all the other artifacts with the nose broken. If they got somebody got a breaking noses on statue disease or something, explain. It's like Google the shit. Google broken noses on Egyptian antiquities. Ain't no other people's culture statues' nose are broken because the black nose is distinct. It's not that Roman Aquilian, although that comes from being exposed to black people. That Roman Aquilian, and it's not that pug that y'all German, Irish, English motherfucker, that mush face. You know what I mean? It's a very distinct triangular look, you know what I mean, that we have. And it's crazy that when they look back into the past, if you don't see that mush face, you see a lot of me. And they don't want to see that. You know what I mean? Who the fuck want to see that? You know what I mean? Egypt was controlling Islam, but the black antiquities, the people that made the pyramids and everything, Islam didn't exist for like another 100,000 years. The shit that y'all saying is the creation, the Anunnakis and all that stuff. But they tell y'all that the Christian, Muslims, and Jews never congregated, and all of them ideology revolve around the same places. Like it's crazy. They wanted to bury it. The truth. They broke the nose off of all them fucking Egyptian statues, but Greece got all their noses. Know what I mean? Unless it looks, know what I mean? Go do your research on how they broke all their noses off. And they did that 2 centuries ago. This ain't nothing they did in antiquity. This was done as they found this shit. If it looked at too black, they don't give a fuck how old it was. It's a fucking certain ideology that we gotta push. Know what I mean? Damn. I told y'all CT was a sure he was. The Ramses, they showed y'all that old ass mummy. That wasn't red hair. That was copper or bronze or something coming out his pores. Is zoo in red. Nah, dog. All that shit was set up by Hawass. So you could say stuff like this. Muhammad was a ginger, and so was Ramses. Yeah, sure he was. Like they trying to tell y'all that in so many words. When y'all say Moses and all that, he actually was Enkenaten. He brought the Aten, the monotheism faith. Because if Moses in the Bible lived with the pharaohs in them, at that time it wasn't no white folks. It was all black. And for him to mesh and meld, that they never said that he looked at different or that he stood out in the pharaoh's court. That mean he was just like them. But y'all also been motherfucking radicalized to think that the people Charleston Heston and Yul Brenner is what the Egyptians look like. You know what I mean? But I can't tell y'all shit. I don't know. I don't give a damn how old she was. That was his business. And that might be just propaganda to make you not like it. So why are we even discussing that? Know what I mean? How old was Eve? Can you tell me that? How old was Eve? How old was Mary? When y'all claimed some ghost fucked her. How old was Mary, dude? She was like 13, right? 12. 9 and 12 is in the same bracket. How old was Mary? Okay? When Joseph, who was old as fuck because he had other kids that was damn near Mary age. You know Jesus had stepbrothers. How old was Mary, dude? Eve on Wolf of the Streets, Lilith was, because she was an old trick artist. Lilith wanted to wear the pants and eat pussy too. That's why they have Lilith Fair. Y'all don't even peep that. Remember that festival Lilith Fair? All those women that was included in that were lesbians. Lilith Fair. Lilith, the succubus. Her kids are incubuses. Samuel, Gabriel. Know what I mean? Michael L. Know what I mean? They are fucking in some texts, religious texts, these people are known as incubuses, archangels. When you have them freaky dreams at night, it could be the succubus Lilith, or it could be one of her kids jerking your dick, boy. I'm telling you, and it depends on you when you wake up in the daytime. How it kind of fucks with your sexuality. If it's one of them incubus, it's 9 out of 10 you're gonna want men in the real life to jerk your dick. If it's one of them succubus, you're gonna mess with the dirty bitches and be tricking. Know what I mean, we all experience them wet dreams at night. And you try to say help, you be when you try to move. I bet you at least 100 of y'all that have had those dreams because that was an incubus or a succubus, depending on how you turned out in life. I mean, or unless you was around some creepy ass motherfucking soul stealers. But in reality, y'all got it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that lesbian white women festival. Missy Elliott was down with it too. Avril Lavigne, all of them. It even kind of cultivated a culture of black women that was doing it. Remember, it was Missy, Angie Ma, Lil Kim. Everybody wanted a dick in sight unless it was like some old buffed up motherfucker that didn't look like he was straight at all. You know what I'm saying? At all. You know what I'm saying? So step brothers are brothers to become brothers from marriage, not related. Shit. Step brothers become baby daddies if you don't carefully monitor motherfuckers. Y'all lazy. Boy, I've been to see the point, but that was about a very long time ago, Steve. Let's see the point. It ain't the privileged class, it's the weird ass class against the even weirder. It's an archaeological site that dates back to the mound builders, which you suppose to be older than but the Aztecs are the mound builders because those communities, the Mayans, the Aztecs, the people that they call the Z people, the Toltecs, they stretched all the way up to Virginia and the Muskogee. You know what I mean? The Yamacraw, the Yamasee. White folks came and separated them with these crazy ass borders that we call United States and Mexico. It wasn't no borders back then. If you had the manpower or you had the motherfucking, the right password, you was good to go through the corridor. All of them were closely linked. Y'all got to understand that. This as well as like Europe, Germany, is somebody in France that speaks German. It's somebody in Switzerland that speaks French. It's somebody in Switzerland that speaks German. All of them are closely connected. But all we see is the indoctrination of the United States, where they tell us like they came here and got there going uh, gentrified these people. They came and saved these people's souls. No, it was a bustling community and civilization here before it was goddamn eradicated. You know what I mean? For supremacy. You know what I mean? It was mystified. Yeah, Mary was a little kid, dude. She was young as fuck. And then they hit y'all with it was a Holy Ghost that did it. God damn. I'm wondering how many Holy Ghosts, how you gonna put a Holy Ghost on child support? What the fuck? They came here, they knew the city goal was over here because the Moorish people had already been over here doing business. And every time they see a Moor, that motherfucker shining. They like, where the fuck is they getting all this shit from? Every time they came in contact with a Moor, his style was just fly. Like, go back and look at all the pictures of the white folks. Look at their gear. You know, a black person put it on them because they didn't have access to silk and stuff like that. They was in the medieval ages. They was in the black ages, the dark ages. They did the dark ages. And I'm giving y'all a little history lesson. I ain't trying to get racial on y'all. I'm just giving you the bare facts, the truth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better be worried about these democratic socialists as opposed to me. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like. But where was these motherfuckers? They was in the dark ages left out back. You know what I'm saying? Like the steakhouse. What's the Jewish myth? Jewish and Judaism and being a Hebrew and a Israeli and an Israelite, all of that shit is so many different things, man. That Jewish denotes European Hebrew, beta, but they seem to be in the white world. They made them the alpha, the Hasidics, the Ashkenaz. You know what I'm saying? Them creepy ass Kabbalah Jews. All that shit is offshot of Judaism in its purest form that came off the Levant by the Phoenicians. Just like the word Venetian and Vatican. Y'all, you know what I mean? The further north you go, the accent changes. That Venice and Phoenician, that shit got something to do with them because they do the same things that the Phoenicians do, but it's on the other side of the water. They Europeanized it. Even with the Vatican, that shit got something to do with the Phoenicians too. Because where did their power go? You know what I'm saying? Was it absorbed by the Europeans? Because they use their letters for everything. Any way they communicate is first by letters, and that's what they use. They use the Phoenician alphabet, but they call it the Arabic. It's no less the Phoenician alphabet: Alpha, Beta, Kappa, Lambda, Mu. Smash that like y'all. But what y'all think about these democratic socialists? I mean, y'all think they here to stay? Is it trendy? Y'all looking forward to a democratic socialist president? What? Exactly. Exactly, Sassimo. No, I am not a follower of Christ. I'm not a follower of nobody. My interest varies. You know what I mean? I might be interested in particular things, but I don't follow shit. I learned my lesson in following. I'm more of a leader. You know what I mean? Why Christ? Why did you choose Christ and not BMC? You know what I'm saying? Smash that light. Black people are like small white European sailors chased down in Kenya. No other people. Kenyans didn't sell people. Kenya is in East Africa. There was Arabs over there selling Kenyans, which were black Arabs. But you talking about Africans in Nigeria. See what I'm saying? They got y'all mind messed up. You don't know the difference from West Africa or East Africa. Well, they did because if you look at the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, that's a black ship. That's an African ship, not a black ship. An African caravel. I mean, with a Knights Templar flag on its sail. Okay, that's where the Knights Templars learned all their banking from. They contact with, Africa. I mean, by way of the route to get to the Holy Land. You know what I'm saying? Shit, logic. They relevant in DC, LA, and New York. Some of the most relevant cities on the fucking planet, dude. They in key places, and also they're strategically set up in Middle America now. Middle America are not Democrats or Republicans now. Most of them are Democratic socialists. I mean, Arabs did not build Africa. Africans built Africa, dude. Arabs are black. They're part of Africa. I mean, I can tell y'all don't really know about is no such these ethnic Arabs are an ethnic black African group. Arabs are a ethnic African group. They're not. There's no race of Arabs. Arabs are a ethnic African group. They're not white. White people aren't even white. White people are an ethnic African group out of the Caucasus Mountains. That's what y'all Caucasians. Somebody explain that to me. Why aren't white people considered Caucasians no more in America? Or are you just trying to hide it? Man, that sub-Saharan just means African, dude. No matter what. Where is the Sahara at? Where's the sub-Sahara and the above Sahara? Where is that at, motherfucker? Africa, dude. They're Africans. Come on, all that sub-Saharan shit, just another catchy way to say Africans. Africans come in all shades and colors. Black people, just like black people in America do. Y'all gotta stop motherfucking doing that, man. Saudi Arabians are fucking black, just like Yemens are black. Real Arabs are black. They went Lawrence of Arabia went over there and got butt fucked by one of them. What's the guy that he stood up for? The guy girl that he stood up for in England that he brought back with him? That was a black Arab, dude. Come on, do your history. The Sauds, their granddaddy was black as me. What are you talking about? I can tell y'all don't know what's going on. Ain't no half black about it. They're black, dude. Black people come in all shades and colors because we created all shades and colors. Why are y'all so, you know what I mean? Just like that's called that group, the Hamites, the Hamite hypothesis. Go start with that, and then you can come back and parlay with me. Go investigate. It's called the Hamite hypothesis. It was created around 1880. The Hamite hypothesis to explain these Jews. That's why they popped up out of nowhere. These Jews. They popped up out of nowhere. They was called whatever they was, Jacobites or Moriscos. That Hamite hypothesis. They created a whole culture to replace another culture. Go do some research on that. Ain't no such thing as no half Arab. Dude, Arabs are black motherfucking people, man. That's their ethnic group. They're Arabs because of their life, their culture. You know what I mean? Like there's no ethnic group of Vikings. That's a verb. You know what I mean? That's a verb. To Viking is like raiding. There's no, you know what I'm saying? John, go sit down and do what you do best. You know what I mean, I think the internet is what everything up. I didn't even have a computer for the first 58 years of my life. These last 3 years, I've been Steve. That is so crazy, and that's true though. More money, more problems, right, Steve? More technology, more problems. I got to post that. That should be on a T-shirt. Did you think of that, Steve? Because you crazy as hell. You drinking that fucking whiskey too. Drink up, bro. I like that. Arabs are in South goddamn Africa, dummy. That's why Swahili is one of the prevalent fucking languages in Africa. Know what I mean? Amazuri, Yambo, Swahili, Arabic mixture of Arabic have their own African language. It's called Swahili. Know what I mean? Come on, man. Get your mind right. You know what I mean? Amazuri, Yambo. Come on, man. Y'all dudes, man. Swahili is an African language, Arabic. Shit, sure you are. You know that all black people don't got a big dick. So if you black below the waist, let me see. You got on a Gucci belt. That's all that means. You got on a Gucci belt. Slavery, socialism, shit, the same thing. Socialism is some bullshit, man. I didn't say not all cultures experience slavery. They didn't experience this systematic slavery. It's different the way that the United States and the European colonizers did it. They did it as each one of us was valued as a mechanical property. Each slave, that shall we say, each slave was valued as a mechanical property. It had its own monetization, its own worth. It created its own analytics and data. You know what I'm saying? Each one of them was a product that they used as a slave. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't never did that before. It was just I conquer you. You pay me every month. I'm not even gonna stay over here. You could be a Christian or Muslim, Jew, whatever you are. I just need to get that money. It ain't no joke if you don't pay that note. We gonna come back, or I'm gonna keep some of my soldiers to make sure y'all send us some of y'all shit because we run y'all. Not hey, come over here. You know that's like an iPhone. If I want to change your fucking skin, or if I want to chop one of your toes off, it's nothing. You're an animal. I can sell you. Hey, who wants to buy a used? You know what I mean? Come on, man. That's systematic slavery. Y'all can't think beyond goddamn. I mean, smash that like, and nor do you. Smash that like. I'm just, you know what I mean? And that's real. That's what slavery that we experience. You experience systematic, where they took the slavery and put interest on it. I mean, this should start being unrealized gains until it was realized gains. The stock market, we were stock. It was black people, African people, white people, anybody that did go along with the Protestant, you know what I mean, or Catholic, what it depends on who was in charge. Anybody that didn't go along with their program was chattel on the fucking stock market, along with gold, silver, tulips. You know what I mean? You know, tulips was worth their weight in gold at one time. And the only thing that could rival they motherfucking was human chattel. The transatlantic slave trade. They also exchanged tulips and everything from the Dutch West Indies as well as Negroes. You know what I'm saying? Smash that light. It did affect me. Just as sure as you know what I mean? You talking about it, it did affect me. It affected you too. That's why we talking about it. It didn't affect you. You a motherfucking lie. And just as sure as you answering me. A hit dog gonna holler. Know what I'm saying? A hit dog gonna holler, AAP. You sitting in here texting all that shit. They never educated them. They always conditioned them. Either accept it or we gonna cut your motherfucking toe off like Toby on Roots. John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith for sure. Cause all they showed you was that Diddy. That gas. All they showed you that Diddy will whoop a bitch. He like to watch and he pay for what he want. So you know what? They didn't show you all no creepy shit with no baby powder, no baby oil, nothing. They had your mind fucked up. Y'all was looking for it. Nobody else name came up but 50 Cent baby mama. You know what I'm saying? And Cassie. Nobody else. He didn't do anything to Justin Bieber. Not that they can prove. And now it's they played with y'all fears. Why they won't tell y'all what's going on with the Epstein shit, and that's where it really went down at. If a motherfucking Prince can lose his shit before his mama, you know what I mean? What's it, Andrew, whatever his name is, if he was involved, that's pure white people shit. I mean, they don't get next to a black man unless he handed him a goddamn shoehorn to put his clothes on as a butler. Know what I'm saying? Y'all fail to realize that that Diddy shit was the a payback to the fucking Diageo liquor company, dude. Yeah, and seemingly these socialist people are masters at using electronics to control you. Well, people voting because they upset, like they was upset with the Democrats. You know what I'm saying? Akeem Page, that's what it is. See how we always refer to Sean Combs as Diddy? It's his straw man that we taking to court. Sean Combs could be somewhere on an island chilling because y'all looking for Diddy to be locked up. Y'all understand that? Can you understand what I'm saying? African Americans don't really exist. Elon Musk is African American. Black Americans exist and they're never marginalized. They're feared. So oftentimes their achievements and even their, I mean, majority half the time is covered up. The same way they covered up where they came from, their origin. If they can cover up their origin, surely they can cover up their work by giving you poor examples of what they're doing, by pushing black on black crime on every show, by pushing, you know what I mean, supremacy on every other show. You understand? That's where they at. Ain't no black African Americans because half of us ain't never even, you know what I mean, talk to a real African. You see what I'm saying? Can you feel me? I identify, and that's crazy. You got to blame your parents for that, John Jingleheimer. If you identify as a woman and you a man, you fucked up in the mind, especially a black woman. If you're a white man, your mind fucked up, John Jingleheimer Schmidt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but wealthy people are often misgot there gone misconstrued for people that are well off or stable, people with a money source. Anybody with a bank account to us is wealthy. Your uncle ain't had that much money, but y'all thought he did because he always had some for you. Maybe he had plenty of love for the fam, so he gave it all up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all always, anybody that got something to give you, y'all consider them rich. Y'all know that when these democratic socialist motherfuckers can't got there going squeeze the rich, what's gonna happen then? It's gonna implode on them because the rich only have but a certain amount of money. Y'all know money is counting, and if these people are talking about doing all this shit all over the country, you know what I mean, destabilizing us even further as MAGA has done. This shit gonna be crazy. What's up with your eyes without a face? It ain't no easy space. Eyes without a face. Smash that like, what's up with you? What's up with you? Does it matter, David Chester? Which state am I blasting from? Your state of mind, homeboy. Know what I mean? I'm blasting from the state of mind. The Pence family. I think Pence should run for president. You know what I'm saying? I think Pence should run for president. Eyes without Smash that like, y'all. The revolution ain't started without me, has it? Yep. They all under the same banner. Smash that like, y'all. Shut me out. But do y'all think this is the face of American politics now? Like everybody's saying, clearly they are disgruntled with the Republicans, the Democrats. Some people have turned MAGA. Is this the new frontier? Right. I got you, Subaru. That's what I agree with. I agree with that. Smash that like, y'all. And that's so true. It doesn't cost you anything. Let's get them likes up. Is the Democratic Socialist the new face of America? Did they take over American politics? Let's read the poll. So far, is Democratic Socialism the new face of American politics? 41% says yes. 12% says now. 31% says MAGA. And 17% says it's Obama and the Dems' fault. So y'all know it is. That doesn't mean no. That means now. That they're the face of politics now. Smash that like. I hope y'all interpreted it the way that it's. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like, y'all. Shut me out. Ain't that crazy? Since I left from looking at the stream, well, it doesn't matter. That's what happens. But the Democrat socialists take over American politics. That's crazy. Did the Democratic socialists take over American politics? That's the conversation we had. I get my education from elders. When I volunteer visiting nursing homes, true wisdom I leave there with. I will always remain a student first and teach along the way. Salute. Me too, man. A poor righteous teacher. Smash that like, y'all. That last conversation must have been Bolo. They made sure that one didn't get. I mean, sometimes it's like that. Muffin is up and down. No, yeah, you're right. To no one, you're the only guy in here. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Right. Dude came in screaming. You're right. Screaming to nobody. You're the guy in here. That's crazy, fam. Taylor Mullins, you're right. I'm streaming to nobody. You. You know what I'm saying? A nobody. Smash that like, y'all. Taylor Mullet. Old ass Taylor Mullet. Old as fuck. Taylor Mullet. You PBR drinking, Bowie knife carrying ass. I'm gonna show y'all something though. I'm gonna show you a quick trick. I'm gonna change the question. I watch the caliber of people that gonna pop. Smash that like. They might, you know what I'm saying? They might. It depends, man. That shit crazy. Cause the mood right now is just we kick back. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna see if this shit it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But it's seemingly that Carmelo shit be getting them upset. I don't know if they want to see this shit happen right here, this democratic socialist conversation yet. This might be something that's taboo. I mean, smash that like, y'all. Share me out. This might be something that's taboo. Let's see here. Smash that like, y'all. Sassy Mo. Let's see what happens. Smash that like. Earlier it was crazy. All these morons was in here when it just blunt my boo. Okay. Come on, Rod, eat it. Come on, put your feet in the oven. Is is Carmelo a victim? I changed it. Who is it, Steve? You said Anthony is a victim of his own poor decisions. This is hanging pieces. I changed the topic. Let's see what happens. I don't think a lot of Americans are ready for that democratic socialist talk. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them don't even understand it. Both of them are a victim of their poor decisions, fam. Both of them are. Smash that like. Every black person is a victim. Philosophy. Yep. On the shaky scaffold. You done fell off that motherfucker. And that's the same. I can say every white person is a victimizer. So what? Right? So if every black person is a victim, every white person is a victimizer. Smash that like, y'all. Share me out. Philosophy on the shaky scaffold. What's your opinion on the democratic socialists? You think they're taking over American politics? Because you know Americans always looking for that next best thing. Who got shot up at the library? I'm a white man married to a beautiful black queen, and race has never been an issue. You know why it's been an issue? Because all you had to do was say, I'm a man married to a beautiful queen. You told me that you were married to a black queen. I didn't even ask you. So it does matter. You use that as a badge. I should be accepting you now. Which I'm not dissing that. But if you think about it in your inner psyche, I didn't ask you who you was married to and what's going on with you. You came out and said every black person is a victim. And then you came back with laugh out loud when I told you, you know what I mean? So is every white person a victimizer? So and to establish your I'm down with the crew, I'm married to a black queen. That doesn't mean shit. You still could be a racist motherfucker. You could be married to her because she got an inheritance, or you're using her for something. You just never know. Maybe you're married to her because she's a beautiful black queen. You know what I mean, I know the powers of beautiful black queen. I got one, but you see how you use that as a badge? You just used your wife. Hey, I got a black wife. You worse than the motherfuckers that I got a black friend. Not only is she my best friend, I'm sleeping with her. Come on, dog. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't dissing you. I'm just saying when you come with that kind of delivery, I got a black. I didn't ask you shit about your wife. We talking politics, not who you fucking. That's the problem. Motherfuckers too worried about somebody doing behind closed doors and stuff like that instead of what they doing in them hollow halls of justice and um liberty, equality for us all. You understand what I'm saying? Now, do you understand what I'm saying? Like you said, black. See how you disrespected your wife? Black women get the best head. Wow. So what if somebody seek you out and go take your wife because she got that good head? You talking too much. Sometimes, see what I'm saying? That's what white people do. They talk too damn much. And I ain't talking about every white person, but a hit dog gonna holler. But best believe a whoop dog ain't gonna bark on me. Look at you, dog. You up here this barking. Now you talking about your wife. That she's a head monster. She's a gobbler. So you know what some motherfuckers listening. They're like, a gobbler? They going turkey hunting now. And all on you know what I'm saying? See, look, black, no, white people talk too much. You just told me all your business. Dude, that shit crazy. Sat here with a motherfucker long enough, he'll tell you everything you need to know about him. You a racist piece of shit. You're black queen. You disrespect her on the internet like that. Your business on the internet ain't got nothing to do with your personal life, but you blabbed it. Your wife's a gobbler. She's a cum guzzler. Huh? But you talk, black people talk too much. Yeah, right, dude. Why y'all keep getting me on these tangents, man? See, that's why I like to fuck with this Carmelo shit, because it brings the beast out of me. Because ain't nothing no soft about me, victim about me. I'm a straight warrior. I gives a fuck. If it's mental, keyboard, I can get on the keyboard and text some shit. I keyboard warrior your ass. I'm a headbutt you if I see you in person and knock out your buck ass teeth. I think you AI philosophy. Your days are numbered here too. Your days are numbered. You married her because you ain't had no other choice. You know what I'm saying? Charlie Kelly, your days are numbered here. That's what's wrong with my culture. We don't care. My culture is your culture. They got breakdancing in the Olympics. I don't see them doing the biff in the Olympics. My culture is your culture. You steal everything that ain't nailed down that we think of. What are you talking about? That's what's wrong with your culture. So that's what's gonna be wrong with y'all in 20 years. Oh no, it's caught up with y'all. All that black on black crime done turned to white on white crime. I mean, the roles have switched. Where a bunch of white people were opening up businesses and hardware stores every fucking month and all these fruit stands is black people. We have managed to overcome that buffer. We ain't got none of the power, but most of the wealth and the prestige is amongst the black people. You know that's what we pride ourselves on. Look at Atlanta. I mean, tell me a predominantly white city that can compete with Atlanta in its millionaire per capita if we go by ethnic group. And there is none. There is none. Tell me a city like Atlanta. And Atlanta is a shithole, a cesspool even. But one thing you got to believe, and you know that, I mean, for all this idiosyncrasies, it's a large amount of black motherfuckers that's getting money, that's doing their thing. I mean, name one city. All the, you know, for the white boys getting money? No, there's not. You know what I'm saying? The Mexican mafia motherfuckers getting more money than the white culture right now, dude. Tell me one white singer besides Taylor Swift that's even relevant. And she just relevant because, you know what I mean? You know, y'all gotta have one of y'all little white girls. You know what I mean? He just graduated. Okay. Nah, that's Jonathan, y'all. With all them goddamn shit like that. When a motherfucker texts you like they familiar with you, it's always the latest troll. That's that troll Jonathan right there. Look at how what's his name? Philosophy on the shaky scaffold. You see what I'm saying? That's some old. You a fucking paid troll. This guy Jonathan works for the New York Times or some shit like that. This guy right here, you get paid to do this shit. White boys make you up, damn right. White boys making money. Nah, white boys ain't making money. The goddamn military is off of white boys. White boys getting used in the White House. Donald Trump, man, him and his white boys. And it's crazy that he told the IRS that they can't audit him, and they can't audit him, but they talking about they gonna audit what's the young boy out of California, Gavin Newsom. Yeah, when the dude Carmelo get out, that shit probably set these white folks off. You know them pussies that they just get an inkling of motherfucking courage and run up and get knocked out and keep coming back. That shit might set them off with this bullshit. I don't know if you know who you like, dude. What's your opinion on democratic socialism philosophy under shaky scaffolding? You seem like you might be. You know what I mean, what's your opinion on democratic socialism? You think it's the new face of American politics? Do you think they have outgrown the Democratic Party? I think they outgrown the Democratic Party. Yo, matter of fact, I just got a notification from Amazon. I got a Viva e-bike waiting on me. So, yo, whoever ain't really got over there and showed their super support on the BMC e-bike, let's get it popping, man. I just got a notice from Amazon. That shit's still popping, man. Let's get it popping off. The Boom Clap says there are significantly more than a millions than black millionaires in the United States, my guy. Of course, y'all had a head start. All y'all should be millionaires. All that shit y'all done did, y'all had a head start. Damn near 200 years. They just desegregated us in what 64, and we done caught up. It shouldn't be no black millionaires if you left it up to the people that got there gone, the powers that be. Of course, you know what I'm saying? You know how hard it is for a black man to get a million and how easy it is for a white man to get one? You could have got tossed a half a million, and by way of inflation, the shit could have went up and made you a millionaire. As an accidental millionaire, motherfuckers. But you know how many black people that have been a millionaire, made themselves a millionaire on purpose? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. Is you know what I mean? People are too selfish in this world, and that comes with both Democrat and Republican. And we would strive, man, you sound like a Martin Luther King type. Say that bullshit. How can I feed my kids? I don't want to hear about selfish. Selfish is and selfish does. This is America, homie. This is a capitalist country. All that Martin Luther King shit, nope, I don't buy it. Somebody said 50 Cent did it. But some black man, that's all they do is blame it on the black guy. You say he a murderer with fire. That's what it is. Do you think he should have got 35 years? You don't think he was a young kid murderer? This is America. It should be more white millionaires. This is America, right? This country is designed for the white Protestant, straight, allegedly, male to prosper. Not the white Catholic, the white Protestant Christian male to prosper. That's the basis of our government. You know what I mean? That's the basis of our entertainment. You know what I mean? The white Protestant male allegedly, and I say that because all y'all white Protestant males don't want to be white no more. You're marrying black girls, as this guy here, this black queen. Um, you don't want to be Protestant, you're Muslim, you're Jew, you're Catholic. Look at Vance. He don't even want to be Protestant anymore. He's Catholic. He adopted Catholicism. And then you don't want to be straight no more. Some of y'all is bi, tri, curious. Know what I mean? Leaders of the new school, Rainbow Coalition, you know what I'm saying? The Owl Boys, whatever you call them, the letter people. That's what this country is based off of the whims and taste of the Protestant white single male, Christian Protestant white single male, allegedly, all of that shit. Because as the times change, people change. Know what I mean, like Dr. Dre say, things have changed on this side. Remember they used to thump, now they blast right. Come on, man, shit change. Y'all motherfuckers don't want to be. That's what these people come in at to fill that void. They say, here, you need somewhere to be, and all that fucking teetotal to talk y'all did around the motherfucking coffee tables on that bullshit college degree. You can be a democratic socialist with us. Come over here. You're disenfranchised with America. You don't respect or relate to Donald Trump and his boys, but over here, you free to do as you will, and we'll take all those rich people's money. Come and help us, and y'all motherfucking disenfranchised motherfuckers. See what I'm saying? Y'all come back, y'all come over there to the dark side. But if y'all look at that shit is MAGA, but just saying Democratic Socialist. It's MAGA. It's just like Donald Trump. But look at the people who's there in that picture. Do you see the people behind me? Do you see the people behind me? That's Democratic Socialists. That look like some Puerto Ricans and some black girls and LGBT to me. I mean, but you ain't heard it from me because I ain't one to gossip. You feel me? But it's a very diverse picture, and these are Democratic Socialists. You can't tell them from my next door neighbor. You can't tell them from my goddamn college age kid in my room. You can't tell them from, you know what I mean, the average person in the supermarket. You know what I mean? He look a little zet, but you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And just read their signs. What does that say back there? That shit like somebody they live. Like it's all propaganda. Remember, these people right here, these people right here, their granddaddies and grandmas was praising the little red book. That little Chairman Mao Zedong. They ain't read no fucking Karl Marx. These people right here are the kids of the ones that read that Mao Zedong. And that's why Donald Trump is adhering to China and brushing off Europe. Because this shit is going that way, that kind of communism. That socialist shit, well, the commune and all that shit. We share everything. Besides the people at the top. They're gonna be sipping champagne, and y'all motherfuckers gonna be sipping piss if y'all be get behind this democratic socialist stuff. It never fails. It always happens. Everybody want to be the littest, and when unchecked and uncontrolled, as these people are, and the freak they bring it is a mixture of hippies and Joseph Stalin. I ain't buying it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not buying it. Some of us will be for it. Some of us will be for it, Michael Wilbert, because some of us used to not having nothing, so something to satisfy us, man. Where you Dominicans at? There they go, right there. Well, this ain't North Korea. You know, we built different. Okay, you say Carmelo brought a knife to a function. He's guilty. He looks like he could fight. But you know what I mean? Sometimes it's faster, and then you don't know if the odds were against him. We have yet to see the fight video. All these cameras everywhere. No matter have the video of the fight, fam. So with the Carmelo Anthony thing, we have yet to see the fight film. So you know what I mean? Don't be hasty in your decision to say what. You know what I mean? Nah, don't give power to all the people because some people don't know how to handle power. You understand what I'm saying? Some people need to be staying in their lane. Everybody ain't a power broker. So I'm saying some people are the supporting cast. Too many fucking chiefs, not enough Indians. Always is a sure goddamn road to failure. That's why you never go into goddamn business with a friend, never buy a car, and never fuck the same bitch. Know what I mean? Because it never fails, money and bitches. You know what I mean? Like Tupac told y'all. Money bring bitches and bitches bring lies. Somebody jealous and somebody dies. So, you know what I mean? This democratic socialist shit, this is a new bitch on the block. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, this is a new bitch on the block. Everybody gonna flock to it. I'm a democratic socialist now. Watch, it's gonna start slow. But pretty soon, all of y'all motherfuckers that ain't got nowhere to be gonna be democratic socialists because y'all tired of the Democrats. Y'all don't want Kamala Harris to be the president because she's a woman and a woman of color. You don't want Donald Trump no more because he's shitting on y'all in y'all face, putting his name on everything, and eating a whole goddamn loaf of bread and ain't getting you a slice. But you're not man enough to admit it that you don't feel comfortable with the shit Donald Trump doing, but you MAGA, your daddy Trump, because you all in. That shit crazy, man. All the free label. What are the Democratic Socialists' stance on illegal aliens? I heard they say open the borders up. Well, who the fuck gonna feed them? At least the government had a bunch of organizations set up that they say can cheat and steal from. These democratic socialists is talking about shutting down all the programs, including the police. Come on, dog. All this shit we have managed to accumulate as Americans, as consumers. We buy every motherfucking thing. Do you know if the police didn't exist or some form of law that it will be lawless motherfuckers be like freeway say snatching the dishes out your kitchen? Get the see that's the shit I'm saying. You say this is AI. I wish it was. You know what I'm saying? Average cockazoid. Hey yo, what's good, motherfucker? This is AI. Yep, you the average cockazoid. I've been looking for you. You're the first one of these motherfuckers that came in here acknowledging of your Caucasian heritage. Know what I'm saying? What's going on with you? Can you tell me this? Outside of anything else, can you use your brain for 4 minutes? I want to know what was your decision to name yourself the average Caucasoid? And do you consider yourself a Caucasoid because some of your peoples are from Azerbaijan or Sarajevo or somewhere like that? Around the Caucasus Mountains, like the country of Georgia, not the goddamn state, the country of Georgia. What? Why do you call yourself Agabus Caucasoid? Or is it a pun, a play on words, or what? What's your decision to call yourself that? Because that's a word that's been erased from our lexicon. You don't hear Caucasian no more. It ain't even whispered. He probably LGBTQ. I mean, whatever he is, if he is, you know what I mean, he's free to be there. I asked him what was his decision on naming himself Caucasoid. And look, motherfuckers tripping because y'all whites ain't seen that Caucasoid in a minute. We ain't seen that Caucasoid. A motherfucker come in here and say, I'm a Caucasoid. I asked about a Caucasian, the crowd get quiet. Motherfucker, he knows. Y'all remember y'all was, there's a white Caucasian male. Now you don't hear that shit, but you hear black African. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. Trump is exactly that management. Right. And right now he ain't even being the president. He's the commander in chief. Ed and NY. What's your feelings on mamdani since you're from New York? I don't know if you're from upstate or the city. But what's your you know what I'm saying? Smash that like. Your acronyms suck, Charlie Kelly. And here come the goddamn going the Native Americans. Are you a red dot of feather? Kel, the white man better give America back to the Native Americans. Shit, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Smash that light. That ain't happening. They ain't even respecting that. Okay, which tribe? Ojibwa? What? Uh-oh. I got a challenge. We got a white man telling the red man to come take it. Why? Is you want him to take his land back or your booty? You might be on that Chug the Builder shit getting pegged. So what is it, P-Band? You want him to, you know what I'm saying? Whiteys be tripping. Wow. See what I'm saying? Y'all don't know whether they are coming and going. But I told my people that I told you, Sassy Mo, that this was gonna happen. No, you can be you, man. Show us who you are. That's your digital footprint with all the tomfoolery on it. We just observing this crazy shit. Smash that like, double tap the stream. What's y'all feelings on these democratic socialists? Do y'all believe that they're the new face of American politics? Because they popping up in all the major cities. DC got a black female who's adhering to the Democratic Socialists. So does LA. Mamdani. Mamdani seemed like he's trying to push the Muslim issue, but I think he's a little LGBT. Also, okay, you in Brooklyn, so what's your feelings on Mamdani? I feel like he's a little something. He might be a lavender husband. He might be in a lavender marriage because his wife looks a little something. And it's not the disrespect that she doesn't look like a man. She just looks like she's not too feminine. Like maybe, you know what I mean, and they look like supporters of the LGBT. Y'all, I'm telling you, don't let the smooth taste fool you. You'll be surprised what has happened. And when it's too late, that's when they'll let you know. Like 20 years from now, when it ain't work, you know what I'm saying? They'll everything will come out. That'll be, you know what I mean? Right, right, exactly. But they still is doing a lot of whining. But I see these some non-thinkers in here. Yeah, because it probably ain't really happened to that extent, Kels. Smash that like y'all. Let's get them lights up. Who knows why they want to end America? But that's what's going to end up happening with this stuff. I'm telling you, I'm not with this stuff. Democrats, Republicans, I'm used to that shit. But I know we should all be ready for change. But this is not it right here. And I smell it that these people have managed to gain a foothold on America right now. The probably the war chest, the LGBTQ. I mean, and I'm not dissing. I'm just saying in my observation. I mean, I know of all our social rights and our identity. So is mamdani the new kingmaker? He can't make himself king. Is he the new fucking hand of the fucking king? Like on Game of Thrones, is mamdani the new hand of the hand of the king? Smash that like. So is he the future? Is he the new hand of the king? That's gonna be my next topic, y'all. Make sure y'all tune in. That's crazy, fam. That these people have managed to, you know what I mean, get a foothold. And y'all notice how Donald Trump interaction with Mamdani. Y'all got to peep it. He acted like he was kind of like looking at him like a little stepson or some shit. He ain't admonish him like he did Zelensky. Donald Trump kind of respected him for his motherfucking hustle. If y'all ain't peep it, maybe it was the New York shit. How long has Mamdani lived in New York? Is what we got to look at, and then we'll see his similarities to Obama. How long had Mamdani lived in New York? That he's all of a sudden got on the Knicks jersey and doing all this stuff. How long has Mandela? Because I heard he had his early days in Uganda somewhere. Yeah, some of those grocery stores opened up. I saw some advertisements where when they was promoting them, where people were lined up getting free groceries. I saw some of them. They had like a blue and white. They wasn't red and white. They had nothing red. It was like a blue and white little storefront. They had a couple of them. What did he try to copy with Mamdani? Devious. Okay. So he has experienced New York. Because 7 years old, I mean, in 1 year, by the time he was 8, his whole mindset was gone from Uganda because New York is a magical place. I mean, depending on who you are. And then at the level that he was experiencing New York, it wasn't out of poverty. It probably was upper middle class, you know what I mean? Semi got there going international because of who he was. One of his mom's like a film producer or something like that. So, he experienced New York because New Yorkers, no matter what's your your monetary or your economic or your social status. And when you walking down the street on Fifth Avenue, y'all all the same. Y'all wild the fuck out. Some of y'all are caught up in y'all world. They know you a tourist. You know what I mean? When you look up, New York looks straight ahead. You know what I mean? Ain't no going back for them. You don't see a bunch of New Yorkers walking backwards. Motherfuckers looking straight ahead. You know what I mean? In their zone. Tourists look up. They already know what's up there. That shit crazy. Okay, street force is like yeah. So it's always somebody that is privileged that want to decide what the poor people gonna get. Ghetto, I'm not Jewish, dude. I'm an original Hebrew Israelite, but I'm not Jewish. The ghetto was a word invented to house the Jews. But you know what? The Jacobites and the Moriscos were Jews, so you know what I mean. But nah, ain't nothing ghetto here. A hit dog gonna holler. I must have fucked with your nerve, Billy Bear. I don't trust a motherfucker that call himself Billy Bear. And they really a cub coming in here barking. They both from Queens. Hold on, let me see this. What he tried to copy off of him, Donnie? Ain't no motherfucking lamb sauce. It's all duck sauce, you duck motherfucker. Goddamn Bruce Willis, you back in here, see what I'm saying? Welcome back, welcome back. Well, ain't no motherfucking lamb sauce. Ain't no but some duck sauce for your mallet head ass. Your blue collar mallet. You want the mallets with the blue thing around their neck. Bruce Willis, see what I'm saying? I told y'all earlier. Y'all talk that shit and pop right back up. Oh, so he fairly new to New York. He don't know the old New York. Nor do you. I got power to change your mind. You thought about strolling past, but I piqued your interest, dummy. I don't need power over nobody else but you when it's pertaining to you, Billy Bear. Yeah. Mamdani so far has been doing in 6 months what no politicians have ever done. He denounces Israel, doesn't take APAC, and making sure wealthy people pay their fair share balance in the budget. Okay. And this coming from a New Yorker. So would you say Mamdani is just like any other politician? For all his weak points, he do have some strong points. And it just depends on who looking at it. Just as sure as you keep answering, that means I have power. I'm in your head. You keep responding. You don't know me from a can of paint, but you popped in, to disrupt the chat. But your days are numbered, my friend. Smash that like. Just know that. Smash that like. He balanced the budget by putting an additional tax on any second home worth over 5 million. Wow, how many people have a second home worth over 5 million? A lot of people in New York that have a residence and then they got one of them penthouses or some shit like that. He doing that according to the qualities of life and the demographics. Fight the power. What's going on with you, 310? What's up with you? What's going on in DC family? I'm chilling, G. I'm chilling. Hey, man, Roof, you in DC, right? So what's the difference between the current government in the district and this new person that's coming in that says she's a democratic socialist? And that's the black people in DC, because you represent the black people in DC, the real people, southeast, northwest, you be all over that, John. You know what I'm saying? What's the thing? Are the black people feeling this democratic socialist lady, or what's your opinion on it, brother? Smash that like. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. And that's on average 5 million in New York. Know what I mean? They paying like shit 5, 6, 7 G's in New York for a goddamn apartment. Nah, Mamdani moved to New York when he was 8. He is young. Right. They say he been in New York since he was since 1999, so he ain't experienced the old New York. What's going on, budgets? Black people always crying, and white people always making them cry. You feel me? And sometimes you gotta cry from people slapping the motherfucking head off. You ain't got no feelings on it yet. Okay. Is she talking change though? The shit she talking? Is she talking like she can make a difference in DC? Right. Yep. And now, but y'all know once they squeeze the rich people and make them, you know what they're gonna make them once they squeeze them? They're gonna make them poor. Because no matter what, if they take it from them, they're still gonna have to pay them taxes. You know what I'm saying? So then when they can't squeeze them and you step up whenever you get rich, they're gonna do you the same way. That's what I don't understand. People can't see that. So that means they're gonna make people scared to get rich because all that's gonna happen is they're gonna squeeze them. Okay, man, she doing the same thing the rest of them do, right? Talk that shit, get in there and do a bunch of motherfucking stutter stepping. Because number one, I wouldn't trust her if she ain't got no experience in politics. Like it's just some armchair Democratic socialist. She does not deserve to have no power. What was Mom Donnie's experience in politics before they voted his ass in? Matter of fact, was he a civic leader? What was he? I know he was something in his district, wasn't he? Where he said he was gonna do that free bus shit. I know they do. New Yorkers love Donald Trump. They love to hate him. No matter what. Win, lose, or draw. They might hate him, but they love that shit, man. Because they can claim a wild motherfucker like Donald Trump. Smash that like. Sure. I'm getting y'all attention. Both of y'all. Look, philosophy. What rock you crawl from under? And this is your brother Billy Bear. Y'all must be got there going just read up on that motherfucking Pabst Blue Ribbon. Y'all drinking PBR, trying to got there go troll black money. That's what it is. Thanks for the watch hours. And look at your Mr. Nightshade. That's some imaginary shit, Billy Bear. You too many people, homie. Are you Billy Bear or are you Mr. Nightshade? I can't respect the old motherfucker. You've been on YouTube since 2011 with this shit. You was Mr. Nightshade at first, and now you're Billy Bear. I can't respect the old motherfucker that don't know who he is. Are you Mr. Nightshade, some creepy skull face motherfucker? Are you some potbelly PBR drinking motherfucker named Billy Bear? Come on, man. Ain't nobody crying. I'm speaking the truth, and you philosophy under shaky scaffolding. Y'all just love it, don't you? Look, you ain't doing son. His spat running. You can't even write. Spit that fucking PBR out. Shit. I got the fucking King's disease. Go Google what that is. Gout, homeboy. That's from eating rich food, like tasty pieces of chicken and steak and lobster and shrimp. You know, you say all the welfare queens do is go buy all the fucking steamed shrimp. That's what we do, right? You stereotypical. I mean, you need to. If you don't drink, you look bad. What's your excuse then? If you don't drink, you need to. Look at yourself. God damn, you look like you drank a goddamn a half a gallon a day, 151, or fighting cock or something. You don't drink. Shit, you need to. Nobody's a Negro now is either a nigga, an African American, or a black person. That Negro shit was from what? The last time I heard somebody refer to a black person as Negro was in the 70s. You know what I mean? With the United Negro Foundation. You tripping, dog. Interesting. I have come to realize that if we have money to send to other countries, exactly. Now you're talking, John. But what money? When the money runs out with this democratic socialist stuff, where are we going to get the money from? From the poor people, and then everybody going to be afraid to get rich because they know that the democratic socialists are going to take it from you and tax you for it. Y'all, and you see that the demonic pope. The demonic pope. I know that's on your profile. Which one is it? Is it John? Or is it that Roxkin? What's it, Roxenberger? That dude that was the the Nazi youth. They call him the fucking God's Rockwaller. Before he was the Pope, he was God's Rockwaller. Or was it that black Pope, the Jesuit? And no, he wasn't black because of his skin. But he had a little Spanish in him. All of them got a little black in them. But it was that one they called the black Pope, that Jesuit before the Pope that we have now. His ass was terrible. He tried to make you think he was so humble. Of course, you don't want shit when you got the whole world in your pocket. Okay, he was a council member for his district. Okay, okay. Middle management, and he went to the top of the charts with it. I'm telling you, the LGBTQ community got something to do with this shit. You need to worry more about the administration, money laundering, and stealing the money of the people and paying it to friends and family. Right? But that's with any administration. You know what I mean? Yep. That's but we got to worry about that even with the Democratic Socialists because with it being afforded a certain amount of power, it's integrity that has to be there. You know what I'm saying? So Trump supports gays and whoever. His title is with the Epstein class. Right. So if you're Aryan and not German, so are you Iranian? Because Iran means the land of the Aryan people. And Aryans are homogeneous to the Caucasus Mountains. That means you're Caucasian. You're Azerbaijan, you're Iran, you're India. You know what I mean? Mr. Billy Bear. You said you're Aryan. Yeah, that's what Iran means, the home of the Aryan people. So are you Iranian? Was you Pushni? Are you Pushni? Are you Urdu? Are you Kurdish? What kind of Aryan are you, Mr. Billy Bear? Obama ain't black nowhere. Obama is African. He's 50% African, 50% Caucasian. He's mulatto. But don't take away from his gangster. He's a member of the black culture by way of his affiliation with us and his deep roots in our culture by way of his wife and his children. And he showed us his allegiance by that alone. Because he could have went and got some stringy haired, funny looking ass white woman from the Caucasus Mountains that's claiming she from the Swiss Alps. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't. So that alone, I give him his props. Salute. Right, Iranians are Caucasian, but they're white. Caucasians aren't white. White people is something that was invented in America by German people for America. America freelanced some German scientists and shit to create a whole different thing behind race to justify systematic slavery. So yeah, Caucasians are from they're Caucasian. That's what they are. Caucasians. Chilling, Magga. What's up with you? Then why you keep drinking it at P-Bar's piss water? And matter of fact, I got a special treat. Well, I remember and from my studies that in when the World Fair came to Chicago, PBR was up for the top beer in the world up against Guinness Stout, although Guinness Stout won. So when the dude first put the blue ribbon on the Pabst beer, Captain Pabst, because he had inherited the business from his father-in-law, he was a ship captain. His father had the best brewing company in Milwaukee with the B. That's why it's on the Pabst Blue Ribbon. See, I know more history about y'all beer than y'all do. I mean, but for all y'all PBR drinkers, lunch or um, dinner on me, man. I got a special treat for all y'all Pabst PBR drinking motherfuckers, man. And don't never say BMC ain't give y'all nothing. So make sure y'all get over there and put that dollar on my um e-bike foundation, man. Don't never say I ain't give y'all nothing. Lunch, brunch, whatever part of the country and what time of the day is on me, baby. It's on me, baby. That's as soon as I find this potty and fix this shit up, man. But you know what? All I gotta do is put this shit in the microwave. And it's on me, y'all. Don't ever say y'all nothing. It's on me, dog. Motherfucking beer and cheese noodles. It's on me, baby. Shout out all my motherfucking Plattsburgh living drinkers. That's How was it? Well, devious. Tell Ed of NY that PBI was over. Whew. After Lincoln, the president after Lincoln was a Confederate by the name of Johnson. He gave all the slaveholders money for their slaves, which the United States just bought all the slaves and made them property of the United States and released them with all the other newly made slaves, which were the white people and all the immigrants that they brought in. Now they're not slaves; they're indentured servants and apprenticeships. It's citizen apprentices. Google that. Smash that like y'all. The Republicans suck. They party got taken over by MAGA, and the Democrats got taken over by the Democratic Socialists. So who in MAGA and what Democratic Socialists can go to war in 2028 to be the president? That's what we should be looking at. What Democratic Socialists can go to war and what MAGA can go to war? Because that's what it looks like it's coming down to. They're taking us back to slavery. Back to a very important part of history. Shit, who wants to go back on anything? There will have to be armies for the parties to go to war against each other. There are armies, dude. These people right here, y'all so used to conventional armies. Anything that happens in the United States now, it's going to be a war in the streets, and it's going to be a war of attrition where the citizens are going to be involved. You know what I'm saying? Sort of like when France was crazy with the guillotine and Robespierre and all them people. They do have armies, dude. What do you think these people are holding these signs? All you gotta do is put a gun in their hand, or even a baseball bat. A weapon is a weapon. You say they're gonna have armies. What do you think? Who you think these people are, man? A ready-made army. Smash that like y'all. Shit, it is a revolution. Y'all know the revolution ain't gonna be televised because don't nobody watch TV no more. It's gonna be live streamed. The revolution gonna be live streamed, and maybe even virtual reality, live stream, virtual reality, AI. The revolution gonna be AI. Well, all y'all gonna believe it. Exactly. So the people are upset with Trump also. What is it, 30% right now? Right, they always got to take it back years ago. Nobody wants to, it ain't got to be a valid revolution. It's done now. Just as sure as we got these people in the streets waving Democratic Socialists, it's done. There's nothing you can say about them now. They're solidified as sure as mamdani is paraded in your face that he's a Democratic Socialist as the mayor of New York. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, in my opinion, y'all, I just think it's some LGBTQ plus, you know what I mean? They war chest. They showing that they made money off of all Americans. No, fascism is Antifa. That's Antifa is the anti to them. Democratic socialism is the Nazis. Fascism is Mussolini. All of that shit smells of communism and failure. And it serves its purpose and it has its time. And when it starts to crescendo, we will be the collateral damage if we get on board with this shit. When it started crescendo, we'll all have it on our hands of what happened because this is a group effort. This shit, communism and social, all that shit, the social, your social, you know what I mean, is a group effort. So when the shit don't work, it'll be on all our hands. Fuck that. I'm cool with blaming it on these motherfuckers that want to be narcissistic in their power grab and want you to fall into the cult of personality. But these people right here, they different. It's a bunch of motherfuckers mixed in with all of this fucking Camus and Marxism and Nietzsche and uh, Pushkin. There's a lot of bunch of weird shit going on with it too. For every little bit that we may say, well, it's coming together as a society and we doing for this and we getting rid of the rich. So that means don't none of y'all want to be rich. If y'all with this shit, because these people don't promote wealth. They promote spreading out equality. Nah, dog. You got to get in where you fit in. This shit is crazy. They don't promote wealth. The Knights of Malta, huh? Where's your proof on that? If you would have said, okay, I got you, because the Knights of Malta, some of them started out in Malta, but they ended back home as the Teutonic Knights. Because Hitler and them got their background from the Teutonic Knights and Wilhelm and them, which Germany was just a big ass military camp before they somebody created the concept of having countries and shit. It was just a big ass a bunch of mercenaries, sort of like this the Switzerland's. What's good, TMP? What's up, family? Yeah, the evening show. What's going on your side of things down there in Houston, man? TMB, when you was growing up, was you riding on them things? What era did you grow up in? My mind playing tricks on me era. I know you was off the porch. Was you off the porch when my mind's playing tricks when was out there? Yeah, they moved the top Nazis. They was already in the U.S. by way of Bayer Aspirin, Coca-Cola. A lot of the top execs for all of this global shit at the time was Germans because Germans was considered excellent. That's why it was crazy when Jesse Owens came over there and crushed them. And what he also did, he separated Adidas and Puma because Adidas took the side of Hitler and Puma took the side of, what's right. They were brothers. They had the same company. They started with a D, the whatever. Yeah, it was crazy. Jesse Owens came over there and split the motherfuckers up. Smash that like. This administration is filled with LGBTQ. What are you talking about? LGBTQ is in every aspect of our lives. They have managed to hide, like what they say, down low in the closet. Is a lot of motherfucking closets in this motherfucking house that we call America. They are the biggest gang. They got the most. I mean, out of the war chest because they're in every group. You can't tell me there aren't no gay Democratic Socialists. There aren't no gay Republicans. There aren't no gay Democrats. There aren't no gay people that say I don't vote. There aren't no gay Mexicans. There aren't no gay Chinese. Whatever category of American, there's somebody LGBTQ in that group. And all of them fuck with each other in their solidarity, in their silence to see each other in passing. Because you know how they say, oh, a gay person, no, a gay person, and an LGBTQ, no, LGBTQ. And this is a secret society. All we ask is trust type thing. And they have a master war chest getting paid off for everybody because that's the biggest joke that they everywhere. Grew up in the Stru era when people was getting killed for swingings. Okay. Motherfucker was popping and got there gonna snatching people out their cars. Who was your favorite out the SUC, my G? Who was your favorite? Was it Kiki? Was it the dude that used to have that purple drink? Was it Big Mo? Was it Love Flip? Um what's some of the other greats? Shit. Uh Troy? Was it Troy? Lil Pat? Who was your favorite out of that Stru era? Swinging on them things, man. Or was it somebody underground that I probably ain't even never heard of? Because I know you more deeper into it because you from the Terra Firma. Who was your favorite artist out of that strewed up clique, as they call them? Somebody said the No Limit Soldiers, they want out of that. The No Limit Soldiers came from New York, New Orleans. They came through with the gangster bounce music. They were sort of a cheaper version of Tupac and the boys from the Bay Area mix with a little bit of their own New Orleans culture. I mean, Master P was. All right, that's what it is, Charlie Kelly. Thanks for that super support, man. It's communism. And nobody can discontinue funds for trans because guess what? Whether they like it or not, trans are in all other aspects of American life. You say no party in one government, right? But that one government is dangerous because you're putting all your motherfucking eggs in one basket. That's crazy with that bullshit. It always has to be a yin for a yang. What's that with the brains, the id and the ad? Just like in Egyptianity, the ka and the ba, the inner self and the outer shell. Know what I mean, the ka and the ba. Smash that like, y'all. They have done this before in the past. The extension of the empire and how it falls is all orchestrated. Ben, maybe, but this shit right here is some new shit, and it seems like it's a passing fade, but a fad is not. These people are here to stay, so it can only either grow or you know what I'm saying. It's too late to put it out. These motherfuckers have political office in L.A., D.C., and now, you know what I'm saying. They might be become the president, and y'all all know mamdani. They said he just locked down New York with a lot of people that he backing. Like, huh? Where this motherfucker come from? All of a sudden, mamdani is backing. He's doing the shit. Trump. He's in competition for people to get voted in. Trump. You know how they say Trump. His influence gets a lot of people in. Now mamdani got damn near half of New York in his pocket, and that's state, not city. To mention. So what's going on here? Is the Democratic Socialist the new face of American politics? Leave a comment below too, your opinion if you catch this on the playback or you in the chat screen, because I'm just trying to figure out, are y'all with this stuff or are y'all against it? Know what I'm saying? Look, if you just twist the words around, this should have said something MAGA. It's black and red. Where's the blue? They seeming like they're holding up like from that movie They Live, where they had those signs obey, buy, and all that type of shit that they was brainwashing you. That shit seemed like that, or it seemed like something out of the 30s and the 40s that Lenin, Trotsky, and Stalin would have had been holding up, and Martov and the boys. Smash that like, man. The id, the ego, and superego. The id are the raw drives. The ego is the perception, and the superego is akin to the conscious. You know, they're sort of like the sun, the moon, and the stars, and the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Yeah, that's what it is, Chris. Thanks for that super support, adding that on too. The id, the ego, and the superego. Which one represents the part that you talk to the most, Chris? Would that be the ego or the superego? Not to mention Israel has their hands all over this government, and so does Putin. Right now, you see that when these people pop up, they're keen to communists. The Republican Dems, they suck, man. The Republican Dems don't even matter right now, man. They don't even matter. They have let a lot of subgroups springboard off of them and lost their power. The Repubs, and then they could have never been an anti-Mason party because on both sides it's Masonic. George Washington and them was Masons. At least a great deal of them. 75% of the founding fathers were Masons. The other 25% was got there gone, would be soon called abolitionists, Quakers, Pilgrims, Puritans, and other separatist Protestant based religions. How many of them, how many of the founding fathers was Catholic? Smash that like. All of them Freemasons. That's the fraternal order of it. That's why you know that Donald Trump don't work for fucking Netanyahu or Putin. All of them are brothers in the craft. It depending on whoever got the most say so, whoever's in office as the worshipful master. Do your studies on your enemies, y'all. Y'all just stop quoting shit. Y'all don't know if the people really Masons or not. I do. But you just saying it because you just experimenting with your fears. You probably read a motherfucking The Unseen Hand or something, and now you think everything is a conspiracy theory. If, instead of just seeing what it really is there is no conspiracy theory. That's what's happening. Smash that light. Ain't no conspiracy about it. It's a theory being implemented. What's my thoughts on Carmelo Anthony? I say him and Austin Metcalf is that white boy name that died. Can you say it? You say, what's my thoughts on Carmelo and Austin? Two names that should be ever be entwined. I think we're looking at it all in different angles. I'm looking at it as it was just a young boy fight. He shouldn't have had the knife. It happened. Now we should be trying to rehabilitate him and think about the consequences of losing him to the penitentiary behind making a mistake as a kid. He should have been put in juvenile facilities and given the proper psychiatric treatment. Now, I mean, now he's gonna have PTSD because he ain't had time to deal with the shame, the remorse, or even think about what happened because everything been happening so fast. And now, within months, he went from killing this white guy so now he's laying on a jail cell where his freedom is highly debated all over the world right now. I know he never thought that he would be thrust into that limelight no matter what y'all say, even from behind the jail cell, you know, he one of the most popular people, the most talked about, the most trending people on the fucking planet. Ain't that crazy? Would you ever have thought that that they would be talking about his defense on CNN? I just looked at the joint when they was talking about his new legal team. He never would have thought about that morning that he put that knife in his pocket and left out to go to that track meet. And Austin Metcalf would have never in a million years thought that that would have end his love and lifelong with his twin brother and his family because they probably was close. You know what I mean? He never would have thought that when he was just being him and he was just being him. All right, Steve. All right, family. Holla at you, dude. Don't go drink up all that black velvet and go tripping over your feet. You know how y'all white dudes do. It might be the fall of America. Some people say it's the reshaping and the new world order, this democratic socialist. You know what I'm saying? That's a new goddamn gone character. They don't unlock the new character. They don't unlock the new motherfucking character. Democratic socialist. New character unlocked. Now this shit ready to get motherfucking crazy. All right, Steve. New character been unlocked, beautiful. New character unlocked. That democratic socialist. Smash that like, y'all. What's that, my baby? Which cake? Smash that like. You say you think he should be put down? Wow, Steve. That man is young. You know that he can live to be 100 damn near. And 35 years, if he can live out that sentence and survive all this bad shit y'all wishing on him, he deserves it because he took his time. And if he do 35 years and he survive it, I think he deserves to be free. That's crazy, Steve. Why do you feel like you need to be put down? And you left us on that note talking about you out of here. Talking about he need to be put down. You terrible, dude. It's a emulation of the systems that work in Germany and Scandinavia, one that seems better than health. But you know what? Underneath it, Germany has. I'm not really up on what's going on in Scandinavia by way of the like the the society there. But Germany has a crack epidemic as we speak. Do y'all are y'all aware that for all that democratic socialist shit, Germany has a crack epidemic right now. And who you probably think is putting people on crack? Probably the government that fuck up their communities and get them out of there or lock them up, keep them out of power, the same way they did with our community, and then take that money and trying to probably put it into buying weapons and stuff to support that the side of their military that's they're gonna lose when the Americans take their bases and get out of there and start protecting them. That's crazy. And Scandinavia, they ain't nothing but a big ass hostile anyway. What the fuck? They a big ass hostile. Know what I'm saying? They ain't got shit there. Ain't nobody trying to go to Scandinavia. Everybody trying to go to Trinidad. If you want to go to Scandinavia, it's probably for either historical value or someone of your familiar or your family might be Norwegian or you know what I mean, Nordic. My granddaddy was a Viking. You know what I'm saying? That type shit. Nah. Ain't nobody trying to go freeze their buns off when they can go to Dominican Republic and pay for some cheap pussy. Come on now. Weigh that out. It's not making sense. What did 5% say non-cipher, G? Come on, man. Smash that like, man. Double tap that stream. Make it make sense for a change. But I'm gonna wrap this one up. We're gonna keep this one brief, man. I'm gonna get back at y'all, man. Thanks for coming through. Sassy Mo, Devious Chris, Steve. You left early, Steve. Um, all my super supporters that always politic, man. I'm gonna wrap it up. You know what I mean? I know the LGBTQ plus is in power, but I got some real good pussy to get at. And there's no disrespect to anybody that take disrespect. That's just what's going on. Salute. You know what I'm saying?